Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Atfal youm, Kids Today. This is a show especially for you, and I really hope you're enjoying the show so far. But for those of you who just tuned in right now, we're talking about Muslim inventions. Muslims have invented a lot of things that we can't cover in 1 hour. It would cover so many hours that it's just amazing. There's so many Muslim inventions. So basically, before the break, we were telling you that Muslims invented the watch, the clocks, the pens. It does. Tell us what else they've invented.
Perfume, algebra.
Yep, Labita, do you know anything?
Eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses. Mansoor.
Algebra.
Yeah, I'm sure someone said that. Say something else. Huh?
Okay.
You weren't paying attention.
Math.
No, you weren't. You weren't paying attention. Huh?
Soap.
Yeah, they invented soap, but we haven't got to that right now. But we're going to tell you about soap as well after we go to Naman. We're going to Naman again for a lovely night. So Naman, over to you.
दरे नबी पर पड़ा रहूँगा, पड़े ही रहने से काम होगा। दरे नबी पर पड़ा रहूँगा, पड़े ही रहने से काम होगा। कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो मेरा सलाम होगा। दरे नबी पर पड़ा रहूँगा, पड़े ही रहने से काम होगा। कभी तो किस्मत खोलेगी मेरी, कभी तो मेरा सलाम होगा। सफर मदीना का जब करूँगा, सफर मदीना का जब करूँगा, सफर मदीना का जब करूँगा, दुरूद पढ़ता हुआ चलूँगा। कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो मेरा नाम होगा। दरे नबी पर पड़ा रहूँगा, पड़े ही रहने से काम होगा। कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो मेरा सलाम होगा। दरे नबी पर पड़ा रहूँगा, पड़े ही रहने से काम होगा। कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो किस्मत खुलेगी मेरी, कभी तो मेरा सलाम होगा।
Thank you so much, Naman, for that. It was so lovely. Don't you think, Mansoor?
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, it was really nice. Anyway, so for those of you who come back, we want to greet you all in different languages because the Queer TV has now gone international. And if you're just watching this program, call in and recite Naat or Tilawat. Tell us where you're from, and if you're from a different country, then say hello in your own language. So, Mansoor, starting with you, say something in a different language.
Hola. Benvindo.
Guten Tag. Go on, Nawal.
Ni hao?
No?
I don't know. Does ni hao?
She's forgotten. But anyway, for Louisa, you continue.
Bonjour, jumpel Louisa.
That was nice. She's just done a bit more. She said, hello, my name is Louisa. I don't think we know a lot more than her. So anyway, if you're from a different country, then call in and tell us your name, your age, your date of birth, where you're from in your own language, so we know where all of our viewers are calling from. And you can still recite Naat or Tilawat, do anything you want. So before we continue, Nawal and Mansoor will be telling us a hadith, because hadiths are really important and they are sayings of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. So that's how we know how to act. So Nawal, tell us a hadith.
The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, I have left two things amongst you. As long as you hold fast to them, you will never go astray. They are the Book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Sunnah of His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Yep, so that hadith tells us that if we have the Quran, if we take heed what the Quran says and what the Sunnah says, then we can never go astray. So everything is in the Quran and Sunnah, how we need to act, what we need to do, everything is in there. So we should read it. And for those of you who are learning the Quran, learn it in your own language, learn it in Arabic and read it in English as well, so you know what it's saying. And for those in a different country, who know a different language, read it in the language that you can understand, because there's no point of reading the Quran, memorizing it, if you don't know what it means. So it's really important that you know what it means. And so if we know what the Quran says and know what the Hadith says, then we can never go astray. So Mansoor, tell us another Hadith.
Okay. The Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be on him, said, whoever Allah intends to do good, He gives right understanding of religion, and knowledge is maintained only through teaching.
Yep, thank you so much for that, Mansoor. And that was a really important hadith as well. So I really hope you listened and understood what he said. And now we'll carry on with Muslim inventions. So before the break, I was telling you about perfumes. What was I saying about perfumes? Anybody?
That they were made from plants.
Yeah, they
And two chemists made them.
Yeah, do you remember the names?
Al-Kindi and Jabir Ibn.
Good, you were listening.
Yeah.
Visa, what were you going to say? Oh. You don't know now?
The other perfume is Ittar.
Yeah, that's the Arabic name for perfume, Ittar. And there are many types of Ittar. So, Jabir ibn Hayyan and Al-Kindi developed Ittar and perfume. And Al-Kindi was the real founder of the perfume industry, as he carried out extensive research and experiments in combining various plants and other sources to produce a wide variety of scented products. And he elaborated on a vast number of recipes for a wide range of perfumes and cosmetics. And musk and floral perfumes were brought into Europe in the 11th and 12th century from Arabia through trade with the Islamic world and with the returning of the Crusaders. So perfume came into Europe in the 11th and 12th century, but many centuries before that, they were already developed by Jabir ibn Hayyan and Al-Kindi. Now that was the perfumes, and let me tell you an unusual one, a camera, the camera obscura. Did any of you not know that the camera was actually invented by the Muslims?
No.
No.
I think so.
I don't think so. Anyway, so nobody knows this, but camera was invented by Muslims. And what do we use the camera for?
Taking photos,
No,
videos.
Yeah, take photos and videos. And
going on TV.
yeah,
No.
The
you
camera is
passports.
video making film of us. Yeah?
Passports.
And passports. We need a photo for our passports.
I'm taking pictures.
Yeah,
I
we
said
said
that.
that.
Oh.
Anyway, Ibn al-Haytham, known as the father of optics and pioneer of the modern scientific method, invented the camera obscura and pinhole camera. The first person to realize that the rays of light enters the eye rather than leaving it was a 10th century Muslim mathematician, astronomer and physicist Ibn al-Haytham, who is regarded as the father of optics. The word camera comes from the Arabic word kamara, or for a dark or private room. So Ibn al-Haytham worked out that the smaller the hole, the better the picture, and set up the first camera obscura, a precursor to the modern camera. So Muslims invented the camera. I really didn't know that. So do you know anything else that they invented?
Was it gunpowder?
Yeah, they invented gunpowder as well.
A clock.
Yeah, they invented the clock.
Paychecks.
Yeah, paychecks. Good. So the modern check comes from the Arabic word, from the Arabic suk, a written vow to pay for goods when they were delivered to avoid money having to be transported across dangerous places. In the 9th century, a Muslim businessman could cash a check in China drawn on his bank in Baghdad. So the first use of checks were made ages ago in the Arab world so that their money couldn't get stolen while they're going to places where it was particularly dangerous. So the checks are still used today to go into the banks. And have you ever seen a check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used it?
I have
Yeah.
seen my dad sign them.
Yeah.
I've seen my mum sign them.
Yeah. So without the checks, if we needed to put a large amount of money into the bank account, then it would be very dangerous to do so. So that's why we have checks, and it's really good. So how many of you washed your hands today with soap? I hope you all did. That's really good.
Why are you putting your hands up?
Okay, I put my hand up. I did wash my hands with soap, otherwise I wouldn't be asking you either. So why is soap used?
Because if you don't wash your hands, all the bacteria can go into your hands
Yeah,
and get ill.
And it kills off all the bacteria on your hands. Otherwise, you'll just be spreading germs from one place to the other place, and then everybody would get ill. So medieval times are generally known for their lack of cleanliness and hygiene, but perhaps one of the great creations of Muslim cleanliness is the invention of soap. They made soap by mixing oil. Can you guess which type of oil they used?
Olive oil.
Yeah, mostly they used olive oil with alkali, which is like a salt-like substance, and which is boiled to achieve the right mix and left to harden before using it at home or in the hammams or bathhouses. Different recipes for different types of soap were written by various scholars, including Al-Razi. So here's a soap. We all know what soap looks like, but there are different types of soap. In Morocco, they have a soap called...
Soap.
Huh?
Soap.
Hand wash.
Is that a soap?
Kind of like soap. It's a liquidy soap.
I don't know that. But the soap I'm talking about, I can't quite remember the name, but that soap...
Like
sticky
soap.
thing.
Yeah, it's like...
Soap.
I don't know what that is. Keep on saying soap, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, that's a company of soap. But in Morocco, they have this gooey type of soap, and it's not hard like this. It's in a tub. It's brown. It's quite gooey.
I've seen it and I've used it.
Yeah, we've seen it and we've used it, and it's really good. That's one of the natural types of soap. That one isn't natural. It's always best to use natural because then you don't get skin reactions and stuff like that, and they're not tested on animals. So that soap in Morocco is from, I think it's made from argan seeds or something like that.
I think it was argan.
I think it is. But anyway, so Muslims have invented the soap because why do they need soap? Yeah?
for cleanliness and hygiene.
Yeah, cleanliness and hygiene, that's a big word, Louisa. Nawal?
So we can be clean all day and we can read namaz while we're clean.
Yeah, because to read namaz, we have to be clean. And if we've got germs on our hands, then we're not exactly clean to pray. And if we've got germs all over our body, then there's no point in really praying, because then we have to be clean to pray. So that's why Muslims have invented the soap. And soap is really important, because then if we don't use soap, then we can spread diseases. So, coffee. Mansoor, were you drinking coffee early on?
Oh,
I'm sure you were.
I think that's hot chocolate he was drinking. I saw it.
I'm trying to put him on the spot because his dad is here. I want him to get into trouble. But anyway, he didn't drink coffee. I don't like coffee personally. But
I like cappuccino though.
he likes cappuccino. I don't drink cappuccino. He's already started drinking cappuccino. Louisa, do you want to say something? What's your favourite drink?
Cherryade, orangeade, tea, hot chocolate.
That's quite a lot. Cherryade, orangeade.
You forgot milkshake as well.
And what do you like?
I like Red Bull.
Okay, that's not for kids. I should tell your dad. But anyway, it's nearly time to end the show, so I'm just going to quickly tell you about coffee. So the story goes that an Arab named Khalid was tending his goats in the Kafir region of southern Ethiopia when he noticed his animals became livelier after eating a certain berry. So he boiled these berries to make the first coffee. Certainly the first coffee record is of beans exported from Ethiopia to Yemen, where Sufis drank it to stay awake all night to pray on special occasions. By the late 15th century, it had arrived in Mecca and Turkey, from where it made its way to Venice in 1645. It was brought to England in 1650 by a Turk named, I can't pronounce his name properly, but anyway, it was brought by a Turk, and who opened the first coffee house in Lombard Street in the city of London. So the Arabic qahwa became the Turkish coffee, the Italian cafe, and the English coffee. So that is the story of coffee. So whenever coffee, qahwa, whatever you want to say it. So that's the story of coffee. Many people drink it to stay awake, and people can't stay awake. You know, last-minute assignments, people are drinking coffee. So it's really beneficial, I have to say, to stay awake.
I think I've seen you do that before.
I haven't drank coffee. But anyway, it's nearly time to go. I really hope you enjoyed today's show and learned a lot. We'll be here next week, same time, same place. So make sure you tune in next week and we'll have a different topic. But for now, Assalamu alaikum.